Think about this for a second. In the entire Quran, with over 6,000 verses, there's one single verse that's known as the greatest. Not the greatest chapter, but the greatest verse. So let's dive in and really figure out what gives this one passage such incredible status and, well, such power.
You know, the way its arrival is described, it's just so dramatic. Our sources say that when this verse came down, it wasn't some quiet event. No, this was something that echoed on a cosmic scale, something that literally shook the fabric of the entire universe.
And that really brings us to the core question we're tackling today. What is it about this one verse that makes it so unique, so revered? What secrets are hidden in its words that are so powerful that even unseen beings, devils, had to admit its truth and its protective force?
All right, to get to the bottom of this, we've got to break the verse down. Its power doesn't come from some kind of hidden magic. It actually comes from the profound, direct, and powerful meaning of its words. Words that describe the nature of God in a way no other verse really does.
So, its official name is Ayat Al-Kursi, which translates to the verse of the throne. You can find it in the second chapter of the Quran, Al-Baqarah, which happens to be the longest chapter in the entire book. Its location is definitely important, but it's the content that truly sets it apart.
At its heart, this verse is all about one single, powerful idea, what Muslims call Tawheed. This is the absolute bedrock of the faith, the idea of God's perfect, absolute oneness. You see, the verse doesn't tell a story or give a command. It just describes who God is. And that singular, unwavering focus is the real source of its greatness.
The verse actually contains some of what are considered God's greatest names. First, you have Al-Hayy, the ever-living. This means his life is perfect, it's eternal, it has no flaws. And right next to it, Al-Qayyum, the sustainer. This means he's the one single-handedly keeping the entire cosmos running without needing a single thing to keep him going. It's an incredible combination. He's eternally alive for you to depend on, and he's the one sustaining everything you depend on.
And this idea of absolute perfection just keeps going. The verse tells us that unlike us, God never gets tired. He never gets distracted, not even a little bit drowsy. And this isn't just some abstract theological point. It's meant to be a huge source of comfort. The one in control is always in control. He never clocks out, which means the universe doesn't just fall apart. Okay, now this is where things build to the most awe-inspiring part of the verse. It's where it gets its name, the throne verse. And it asks us to try and visualize a reality that is, well, it's almost impossible for our minds to even handle. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, gave us this incredible analogy to help us get it. He said to imagine the entire universe, all the stars, all the 2 trillion galaxies we think exist, and compare that to God's Kursi, his throne. That whole vast universe is like a tiny little ring you might toss into an endless desert. I mean, just let that sink in. That's the scale we were talking about.
But wait, it doesn't stop there. The analogy goes one level deeper. That immense Kursi, the one that makes our entire universe look like a speck of dust, is itself like that same tiny ring tossed into the desert when you compare it to something even greater, the Arsh, the majestic throne of God. It's a scale of creation that just blows your mind, all pointing to the infinite greatness of the Creator.
So after that cosmic, mind-blowing scale, let's bring it right back down to earth. Let's bring it down to a personal level. Because this verse isn't just about cosmic realities, it's also a powerful tool for your protection. And there's this fascinating real story that proves it.
So the story goes like this. One of the Prophet's companions, a man named Abu Huraira, was guarding some charity dates. For 3 nights in a row, he catches this thief stealing. On the 3rd night, he's had enough, and he refuses to let the thief go. The creature, who admits he's a jinn, begs for his freedom, and in exchange offers a priceless secret, a guaranteed way to protect yourself from devils. And when the Prophet heard the story, he confirmed it. He said, the evil one spoke the truth, even though he's a liar.
So what was this incredible secret? This is what the jinn revealed. He said that if you recite Ayatul Kursi before you go to sleep, you are guaranteed divine protection. An angel is literally assigned to guard you all night long, and no devil can even get near you. And this isn't just some folktale, it's a confirmed teaching.
So we have this unbelievably powerful verse. How do we actually make it a part of our daily lives? Well, the teachings give us a really clear and simple blueprint for how to plug it into our routine and get all these amazing benefits. The recommended times are really specific and actually easy to remember. You recite it after each of the 5 daily prayers. You say it in the morning,
you say it again in the evening, and, as we just learned, you say it right before you go to sleep. It's meant to be a constant presence, a constant protection throughout your day.
And check this out. Each of these times comes with its own specific promised benefit. Reciting it after every single prayer, the promise is that nothing but death stands between you and paradise. Reciting it in the morning and evening gives you a shield from devils that last all day or all night. And reciting it before sleep, well, that gets you your own personal angelic guard.
So let's bring it all home and come back to our original question. Why is this the greatest verse? It's because in just a few short lines, it perfectly sums up the most fundamental truth there is. The absolute oneness, the limitless power, the all-encompassing knowledge, and the sheer, mind-boggling greatness of the Creator. It is the purest statement of Tawheed you'll find.
And that really leaves us with one final thought to just sit with. If this is the scale of the creation, a throne that makes our entire universe look like a little speck of dust, then how can we even begin to comprehend the greatness of the one who created it all?